Welcome back, my dear children. Myself, Sir Sunil, your physics teacher. Good morning to one and all. Students, how are you? Fine? I hope you all are fine and all are safe. These days we are discussing our unit 3rd, force and pressure. Today we are going to start our session by the topic from this chapter, examples of pressure in our daily life. Okay students, please take out your book and ready to watch this video carefully. So first of all, we are going to discuss from this topic the examples based on the decrease in area increases the pressure. Okay students, please mark it. Students, we know that a nail or a board pin has one end pointed and sharp. One end is pointed and sharp while the other end is blunt and flat. Why it is designed like this? On applying force, the pointed end will exert greater pressure as the area of contact is small and hence it will go deep into the given surface. That's why it is designed as one end pointed and other end is blunt. Okay students, that's why a nail or a board pin is designed in a particular way. Our second example is the cutting tools. You can see here few cutting tools. Okay, knife is there, axe, a pair of pliers, pin, nail, stapler, a pair of scissors. Okay, you just observe it. Just observe these tools. Okay, the cutting tools like blade, knife, axe, etc. have very sharp edges. Okay, by observing these all tools, we can understand that these all have the very sharp edges. Why? The sharp edges have very small area of contact. So the pressure applied by a force is more. Okay students. Our next example is the pointed heels of a footwear exert more pressure on the ground than the regular flat heels. Okay, some are wearing the pointed heels chappals. Okay, therefore a lady with pointed heel sandals finds it difficult to walk on a muddy road than on a tarred road, because sometimes the ladies are getting difficulty to move on a muddy road by wearing the high heeled pointed heeled chappals. Okay, that is because of this reason. The next one example is the narrow heeled sandal of a girl hurts more than the broad heeled shoe of a boy. This is because more pressure is exerted by the girl than that exerted by the boy, as her heel is more narrow than the heel of the shoe. Okay students, now we are going to discuss about the examples related to the increase in area decreases the pressure. The usage of increase in area decreases the pressure fact. Heavy trucks have 6 to 8 tires. Have you seen the heavy trucks? It is provided with a number of tires. Okay, 6 or 8 or 12 like that. Why it is provided like this? More number of tires are used to increase the area of contact and thereby reduce the pressure on the ground. It is arranged like this to reduce the pressure on the ground. Okay students. Now another example is a camel. Have you seen camel? Already we can see in the Rajasthan areas, your desert areas. A camel move more conveniently on sand as compared to a horse. Why? What is the reason? The reason is that the camel has broader feet than that of a horse. The broader feet of the camel provide lesser pressure on the ground. The broader feet of the camel provide lesser pressure on the ground, and it becomes easier for the camel to walk on the desert areas. In the case of a horse, it is very difficult to move the desert area. The area of the feet is very less in case of horse, due to which the pressure is more, and hence the feet show a tendency to sink inside the sand. That make horse too difficult to walk in desert areas. Okay, students. Now another example is skiers. Okay, students, skiers use long flat skies to slide over the snow. Okay, students. Why? The larger the area of contact, the lesser is the pressure on the snow. That's why skiers use long flat skies to slide over the snow. This arrangement helps the skier to slide comfortably without sinking in the snow. Okay. Another example is army tanks are usually very heavy. We know that army tanks, have you seen? Okay. Army tanks are usually very heavy, and they exert large pressure on the ground if they move on the wheels. Hence, they are made to move over the broad steel tracks called caterpillar wheels of tanks. Its wheels are called caterpillar wheels. Why it is provided caterpillar wheels? To increase the area. These tracks are used to increase the surface area so as to reduce the pressure. To increase the surface area only we are using caterpillar wheels in the army tanks. Clear? These tracks are used to increase the surface area so as to reduce the pressure on the ground, and hence avoid sinking of their wheels in the ground. Clear? That's why the caterpillar wheels are provided in the army tanks. Now next one, fifth example. Foundation of buildings are kept wide. Why? So that the weight of the building may act on large area to increase the surface area. As a result, it will exert less pressure on the ground. This avoids sinking of buildings into the earth. Here also surface area is small. That's why it avoids sinking of buildings into the earth because pressure is less there. Clear? Now next one, a porter wears turban on his head when he has to carry heavy loads. Okay, porter, they are wearing turban on his head. For what? This helps him in increasing the area of contact of load and head so as to reduce the pressure of the load on his head. And also we all are having the school bags. Okay, school bags and shopping bags have broad straps. You just observe your school bag. Clear? This is provided by the broad straps or belts so that the area of contact increases and thus the pressure on the hand or shoulder is reduced. Then it is very easy to carry. That's why. Another one, wide wooden sleepers are placed below the railway tracks. Okay, you can see here in railway tracks. Why? Why it is provided? Why it is provided? By providing this one, the pressure exerted by the rails on the ground becomes less. Clear? That's why. To decrease the pressure only we are giving the wooden sleepers here in the railway tracks. Now we are going to discuss about difference between thrust and pressure. First one column, we can see that the details about the thrust. Thrust, first point it is, thrust is the sum total of force acting perpendicular to a surface. But same time, what is pressure? What is pressure? The pressure is the thrust acting per unit area. Thrust is the sum total of force acting perpendicular to a surface. Same time, pressure is the thrust acting per unit area. And thrust is independent of the area over which the force is applied. But pressure depends on the area on which the force acts. Okay, students? Now, the SI unit of thrust, that is Newton. The SI unit of thrust, that is Newton, that is the symbol is N. But what is the SI unit of pressure? That is Newton per meter square or Pascal, Pa. Okay, students? These are the difference between thrust and pressure. Okay, please mark it as important. This table is very important. Okay, students. Now we are going to discuss about the point liquid pressure. Okay, students, it's time to wind up the class. Okay, this point we will discuss. Liquid pressure point we will discuss next class. Okay, students, please read the chapter, today's topic, very small portion I took today. Some examples, please read it 1 or 2 times, clear. And if you are facing any doubt, I will be with you. You can ask me the doubts when class starts. Then we are going to wind up this session till tomorrow's class. Goodbye and have a nice day.